Welcome to the Deep Dive. We sift through stacks of sources to bring you the insights that matter, making sure you're genuinely well-informed. Today, we're diving into something really fascinating. The, well, the vibrant and sometimes pretty unexpected world of YouTube content coming out of Pakistan. We've got some compelling data here, and it shows that Pakistani creators aren't just, doing well at home. They're actually reaching this huge global audience. So our mission today, let's unpack this explosive growth, look at some surprising trends in what's popular, and really try to understand the global reach of this content. Just right off the bat, here's something fascinating to think about. A statement came out very recently, December 4th or 5th, 2024, and it revealed that over 65% of the watch time on Pakistani YouTube content, it comes from viewers outside Pakistan.
65%, that's huge.
Exactly. And to kind of underline the economic side of things,
Yeah.
the number of creators in Pakistan, YouTube creators, earning over 10 million rupees a year. Now that's roughly, what, 35,000 US dollars? A
Yeah.
really substantial amount. Well, that number jumped by 25%.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a significant increase. A lot of careers growing in that digital space.
And what's really significant there, I think, is what Google's country director, Farhan Qureshi, pointed out. He highlighted that Pakistani creators are showing this incredible knack for connecting globally. It's not just local success, it's about crossing borders. And it's also, looking forward, he sounded genuinely excited about how AI might push content creation even further, maybe build even stronger connections with viewers everywhere.
Okay, so the audience is global, creators are thriving financially. But let's talk about the content itself. When we say massive global reach, what exactly is pulling in all these eyeballs?
Well, our sources are pretty clear. Pakistani dramas are just absolutely dominating the video charts. Shows like Ishq Murshid, Jan Nisar, Kabhi Main Kabhi Tum, they were the top 3 most popular videos for the year. And others like Akhara and Abdullahpur Khatibdas were also right up there in the top 10. It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? That success, it really says a lot about the universal themes, maybe the production quality that these Pakistani narratives are bringing. They seem to just cut across language and culture. What is it about these dramas, Maybe it's that unique mix of story, cultural elements, perhaps even a production style that's sort of optimized for watching online. Whatever it is, they're resonating really deeply with a very diverse global audience. It suggests there's just a strong hunger for good, character-driven stories, no matter where they come from.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, does this global appeal apply to, well, to everything? What about other types of content, like slice of life vlogs? They're so popular everywhere else. Are they getting the same kind of international pull?
That's a really good question to dig into, because while dramas are clearly leading the charge globally, yeah, we see a bit of a different story with the slice of life stuff. Channels like Rajab's Family, Anaya Ishal Family, Arshad Vlogs, Sistrology, they were among the most watched in 2024, but within Pakistan, alongside, established names like Ducky Pie. So there's this real diversity, family vlogging, lifestyle, educational stuff, lots of voices finding their space. But their main audience, it tends to be more domestic, or maybe within the Pakistani diaspora, rather than that really broad international viewership the dramas are getting.
Okay. So that's a crucial distinction then. Different content, different reach. But here's where a really fascinating contrast pops up. The music video charts.
Yeah.
Dramas and vlogs are flying high, right?
Mm.
But the music chart, it tells a surprisingly different story. It was, well, largely dominated by Indian content. Actually, the Ali Zafar and Ataullah Sakelvi track, Balo Batian, was the only piece by a Pakistani artist that even broke into the top 10.
Only one. Wow.
Yeah. You had artists like Gippy Gruel, Diljit Dosanjh, big songs from Bollywood movies like Street 2, Bad News. They really own that chart.
That contrast between drama and music, it's quite stark, isn't it? What could be behind that? Why might Pakistani music be finding it harder to break through, even locally sometimes, compared to how its dramas have taken off globally? Is it just the sheer competition? I mean, the global music industry is incredibly saturated.
Sure.
Or maybe it's about genre preferences among the audience, or perhaps differences in, say, marketing or production investment compared to the huge Bollywood music machine. It suggests that while Pakistani storytelling has this universal appeal, the music side faces some unique hurdles in carving out its space.
That's a really important distinction to grasp when we're looking at this whole digital content picture. And, speaking of scale, what does the raw data, the channel viewership tell us? Who are the biggest players here, both the traditional ones and the independent creators?
Well, what's really compelling is just the sheer size of these top Pakistani YouTube channels. We looked at some vidIQ data. You've got these massive traditional TV networks like HR, PAL, GEO leading the pack. Get this, 68.6 million subscribers, over 72 billion views.
72 billion, that's hard to even imagine.
Well, it's almost unfathomable. And ARY, Digital HD, HEM TV, they're right up there too. Tens of millions of subs, billions of views. But, and this is key, it's not just the big media houses. You've got individual creators like Anaya Eshal family, 11.1 million subscribers, 4.57 billion views.
Wow.
And Rajak's family, 7.08 million subs, 2.2 billion views. So it really shows that both the established players and independent creators are finding huge success, huge engagement on YouTube. They're reaching audiences that, frankly, most traditional media could only dream of.
So let's bring this back. What does all this mean for you listening? We've seen this undeniable global appeal of Pakistani content on YouTube, especially these compelling dramas grabbing huge international audiences. And then you have the slice of life vlogs really thriving within Pakistan and its diaspora. But we've also seen that kind of fascinating twist with music, where content from Pakistan seems to face more of an uphill battle for similar traction, often overshadowed by, say, Indian productions.
Yeah, and if you connect those dots, it really paints a clear picture of how platforms like YouTube are empowering such diverse voices. From the giant TV networks making these high-budget dramas, right down to individual families just sharing their daily lives. They can all find these truly massive audiences across borders. That vidIQ data just hammers home the incredible scale of engagement we're talking about. It really highlights a massive shift in how content gets made, shared, and watched globally.
So given this huge global viewership and the sheer variety of content from these hit dramas to personal daily vlogs, even religious programming we didn't dive deep into, but is also significant, what might this tell us? What does it suggest about the evolving landscape of global entertainment and maybe cultural influence too? And thinking back to what Google's country director mentioned, how might AI change things? How integrating AI further transform this cross-border content creation and consumption in the next few years? Could it break down even more barriers for content coming to places like Pakistan? Definitely something to think about as this digital world just keeps changing at a blistering pace.